As we look forward into the next week, I'm trying to get this done in about 3 minutes. So, um, today's price action, we had a gap down, and then we began retracing that move, and then as we ultimately gave it up at the end of the day. Now, a few days ago, I said we want to stay bullish as long as we remain above this 200 SMA, but I leaned bearish. So, if we look at on the daily, what we're seeing is we lost the 200 SMA and we're slightly moving away from point of control on the daily. If we look down into a smaller time span, such as the hourly, we can see this move right here. All right. So this is when we finally gave it up. And then on the 15-minute, it's more clear. If I jump over to ES and we look at futures, this is what I'm talking about. I shorted here at 39.84 in a tick. So shorted here, then we had this move back up here, and then this is what I was talking about. So ultimately, this zone here of point of control of 39.61, it did give out. So let me switch over to Ninja Trader and show you something I was looking at. So in Ninja, this is the hourly chart. Okay, and if you're familiar with ICT and his teachings, this was a fair value gap that I saw in a larger time frame, such as the hourly. I was looking for a retracement back into this fair value gap here. So any entry in here was fine. And that's what I ended up taking, the 39.85. So as we look ahead, what we'd look for is a return to this level here. Okay. This is right around here. It's pretty large. It's 39.42, 39.55. So we're looking for a return into this level, mitigate this candle, and then since my bearish still is bias, I'd be looking for a rejection of this level and then turn down to a lower time frame. Now I'll switch back to Thinkorswim here, and let's check out our 20-day hourly. All right, so what we'd be looking to see are these lows taken out here, 39.12. So ultimately, a loss of 39.12 could take us down into, oh yeah, retracement of this area here. Now, point of control on this day was 3,900. So if you lose the 39.12, I would target about 50% retracement of this candle, and then I would sit out until I can see what else happens. Now, if we look at price target, I could say right about here. That would give us 38.27, and then a tipping point to scale. So if you were taking partials along the way, this would be 37.73. All right. That's how I'd play it. That's how I'd utilize it going forward. Now let's take a look at just some of the other tickers, and we'll come down to like the 20-day hourly. We have Enphase, Nvidia, and Qs. Okay. So Enphase I shorted at 314. So a little red right now on it. What I'm looking for Enphase is a return back down to 260. But if you were starting a fresh new position, what you would really want to see is it lose 311.48 and then stay on it. Nvidia, probably going to see a return down to the 163 level. But a return to 159.57 would be nice. It did have that huge run up from 108 to 163. And then Qs, they're going to pretty much be in the same scenario that SPY is. So hopefully this helps moving forward. If you guys, there's some tools on the center screen. SPX A50R is the amount of stocks in the S&P 500 that are above their 50-day moving average. And I run this with a comp line comparing it to SPX itself. Right, so see how SPX is performing. Then here's your advanced decliners list. This is a simple study that's in Thinkorswim. All right. No cuts, no mock-ups, no nothing. I'm just gonna put this out there and hopefully you guys find it useful. And you know, I don't want to toot my own horn, but on the YouTube we have had a very successful rate. So like, sub, peace.